My name's Anthony Ogogo. I'm 24. Like I said in my little press conference there, I'm wildly ambitious. I've got ambitions in becoming the best middleweight in the world. I want to become the best. I certainly want to become Britain's best ever middleweight. And I don't know if people know about Britain. We've got quite a rich history in the middleweight division. So I want to become the best. I want to get right up there, and that's going to entail me winning world title belts and defending them with great honour and being in great fights. So yes, that's pretty much it really. Like I said, I'm a wildly ambitious young man, and I just want to take boxing by storm, this side of the Atlantic and our side of the Atlantic.
So I read somewhere that you were saying that basically Britain needs a new face right now. I think you want to be like the face of boxing. Yeah,
I think so, definitely. I think David Haye, obviously heavyweight champion. He was he's a good friend of mine. He's now making his comeback, and I think that's good because when he boxed Vladimir Klitschko and he complained about his toe, I think some of his reputation was kind of diminished a little bit. And it's great that he's back now, and hopefully he can kind of help rekindle the sport because he's a massive name back at home. But yeah, I think it needs a new face. David's he's had his time. He's kind of like on at the end of his career. I'm at the very beginning. At the very beginning. I've had one fight. I'm a baby. I'm a baby at this. So, but yeah, I think I'd like to kind of be Britain. When people think of boxing, particularly in Britain, I want them to think of me. I want to be like the guy that helps inspire like a whole new generation. Like I went to the Olympic Games obviously in 2012, and the whole motto around the Olympic Games was inspire a generation, and that's what I think. As a country, Great Britain, I think that's what we did. Like the whole country was kind of swept up in the whole Olympic fever, and I want to continue that. I don't want it to kind of be like a one-off. I want to kind of single-handedly almost continue that legacy.
Right. So tell us a bit about your fighting style.
I'm orthodox. I'm a right-handed fighter. I don't know,
known
really.
For anything in particular?
I don't know. I don't like to. I'm quite modest. I don't like to kind of big myself up too much.
Okay, but let's not be modest right now because we want to know.
I'm brilliant. I'm brilliant.
I mean, if you got like the best right hook, I want to know about it. So.
No, as an amateur fighter, I was more renowned for like my speed, my hand speed, my foot speed, getting in and getting out. Obviously, that's what amateur boxing is all about. Scoring points, not getting hit and getting back in. Whereas as a pro, I've kind of had to and wanted to change my style a bit. I've always been in exciting fights. At the Olympic Games, I had a fight with the Ukrainian who was the reigning world champion at the time. He's the current reigning world champion, and that was like voted one of the most exciting moments of the whole Olympic Games. Not just in the boxing ring, but the whole Olympic Games. That was a great fight. I've always been in exciting fights, and I think that's going to benefit me as a pro. But I'll give up my all every time I step through the ring, whether I'm fighting a journeyman who's had 20 and only one half, or whether I'm going to be fighting the best middleweight in the world. I'll always give it my all. I wear my heart on my sleeve, and I think that's going to make for exciting fights. But I think I've got fast hands. I've had one fight. I knocked him out in the second round, and he was a guy that didn't ever get knocked out. So I must have a little bit of power there as well. But
would you say you have more? Would you say you're more of a power hitter or your speed?
I think I'm more of a speed merchant. I think more speed, but obviously speed is power. Speed. That's where all the power comes from. That kinetic energy, that force. So that's. I think I'm more of a speed guy, but I'm working hard in the gym. I'm lifting heavier weights. I'm running harder. I'm just doing more rounds when I spar. So I'm getting tougher. I'm getting stronger. I'm getting tougher. I'm getting more robust. So hopefully that knockout power is going to come. It's going to carry on improving, which I've got it. I've knocked out my last guy, and I've got it. And I want it to carry on improving. So when I step up the ranks and box better people and they're tougher and more resilient, I want to keep getting that same result. It's quite nice that I did a 6-rounder. I was meant to be as a scheduled 6-rounder last fight, and that's quite nice. Only boxing a round and a half. That was quite cool. So I've got used to that now, and I want to keep getting them out there if I can.
Yeah. So let's tell us something fun about your personality.
I think I'm just like a nice guy. I don't really. I'm just me. If you Google me, if you check out my website, you can see that I'm quite a light-hearted guy. A lot of boxers are quite steely and quite serious, and I am. In fight week, usually I do get quite serious, but today I'm very excited being here. Speaking to people like yourself. My personality comes out, and I'm quite like a fun-loving guy. I've done a few TV things before. I was on earlier the year. a diving program on ITV, which is like the biggest channel in England, in Great Britain, and I was wearing a tiny little pair of bronze Speedo pants, and like that trended on Twitter. It had like 10 million viewers that night, and that was just a massive talking point like the following week in all the newspapers and all the TV programs, like the daily TV shows. So I think that kind of shows that I don't take life too seriously. When I'm in the ring, like I said, I wear my heart on my sleeve. I give it everything. I'd rather die in ring, but I'd rather get carried out on a stretcher than ever kind of take an easy way out in the ring.
You have a lot of heart.
Got a lot of heart outside the ring, and I like to think I'm quite a fun-loving guy. I like to think I was quite a nice bloke. I was brought up, I think it's a lot to do with my upbringing. My mum brought me and my 4 sisters up by herself, so I've always been around women like growing up, which I think has kind of helped because I've had to kind of lose a lot of battles, as you all know. Women tend to be right all the time. So when you're growing up with your mum and 4 sisters, I lost a lot of battles, so I had to kind of learn to have like a jokey kind of side to myself. Otherwise, in a house with all that PMT, I couldn't deal with it.
So really quickly, just to end the interview, I like to kind of ask a little something for the ladies.
Yeah.
So, are you single?
I'm not single, no.
Okay.
I've got a girlfriend, yeah.
Okay, not married. Do you have children?
No children. I don't think so.
And are you a boxers or briefs kind of guy?
Boxes.
Boxers
kind
of. All right. Well, do you want to go and give a shout out for with your Twitter or Instagram?
Follow me at Twitter at Anthony Ogogo. And my website, anthonyogogo.com. Pretty simple, really. Check me out, and follow the dream. It's going to be a good journey.
Great. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Cheers.
It's great meeting you.
Thank you so much. And yourself.